flowers. Not that flowers are not a good gift, but putting that person's name on there, it's symbolic, a picture, their favorite verse, you know. I've got a candle from my late father that I light when it's his birthday. I mean, it's symbolic. It's something that you can keep for many years, you know. And it's also nice to give someone who's grieving a gift like that. They really appreciate it. So it really does add an extra touch and a lasting memory.
So I'm speaking to Gina Fredericks and Jacques Fredericks, co-owners of J&J Gifting. If you just tuned in, we're talking about their journey. And now I want to speak about, and I can also ask you just to move towards this side because we have the camera there. And I want to, on Facebook, I went on YouTube to see how these items are if and keep. So, tell me, because can't even imagine the different perspective of different surfaces. Tell me a little bit about, you know, how you, the sense of putting these things together.
Well, it's actually quite a journey. The intelligence was a journey for us. The experience and all experimenting that we have done was to start off, like Jenna said, with the candles. And I started doing mugs, personalized mugs for everyone, which is actually quite nice because everyone, they tend to enjoy that as well. What they want on it for, especially for gifts. It's a very nice gift as well. And then we experience like the slates, stone slates that we have over here, which is also a very good buy because people buy it normally for funerals and things. They would have their loved ones' faces on there with a prayer and so on. And then we went on to the glasses, doing T-shirts as well.
As you can see, this over here.
Yeah, this is
printed
actually
by us.
one of our new lines that we're going to be starting, Fishing Addict. It's for all the fishing lovers.
Yes, and we say fishing lovers a bit across the room, so we know what we're talking about here.
You know where to get them.
So yeah, we're going to have a variety of fishing clothing as well for our clients as well. And as you can see, we have our own T-shirts as well.
Printed.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry to break your word, Jacques. There's like a lot, like printing candle is different to printing a mug,
Yes.
to printing a glass or a slate. There's such a lot of work and effort that goes into it. And I take pride in what I do because I love doing it. So I'm trying to make something that I'm unhappy with. So I try and put as much love and effort into everything. And so, like I said, it's different to print a mug. You use different materials, and yeah, it can be time consuming, but once you get the flow, you know, it really helps. So yeah,
Pretty much. Trial and error.
trial and error.
You know, I'm particularly taken by the glass because it. Firstly, I love the shape of the glass here, and I love how the words sit in the glass. Would you say that you have a specific line of products, but you are guided more by the needs of the client? How do people approach you when they want something personalized? How do they normally approach J&J Gifting, and how do you guide them on what's best for them?
Okay, first of all, they would give me an idea, basically, but then you get those that do not have any clue on how to, you know, for personalization and stuff like that. But they would contact us, send us the information, and maybe just give us an idea on a look and feel, and then we would come up with a design for them. Most of our designs are done we just design from scratch. People will just send us a picture and we design something, and 99.9% of the time we're on point. They will tweak it a bit after, you know, but basically, yeah, that's what they do. They would send us info and we would create something for them. They're happy, we go ahead with the print.
I see people already just asking Saddam, please share contact details. We'll do that in a little while. We'll do that in a little while. But so I have to ask, like, what is the strangest thing you've ever had to print on? Because I mean, certain people want a image or something printed on one surface or another. You have different surfaces in front of you. But was there someone who ever had a unique request that you can remember?
think it was the canvas. It must be the canvas. We attempted the canvas as well. Unfortunately, we were unsuccessful with
that
it.
specific one, but
Yeah.
we will get there.
Uh,
Yes.
We don't give up. We try things. We don't give up, basically.
There's another one asking for contact details. We'll get to that. so anyway, now we're talking about kind of like the struggle when you started off initially. Like you said, you were doing things for family and for friends. So when you started taking it to the next level and it becoming a business, right? Was it challenging? Were the sales slow in the beginning when you were trying to get your name out there and getting people to know that this is what you're doing and this is what you can do for them?
Yeah, no, it definitely was. It was slow. We started even before we had a Facebook page. We started. I used to love Gumtree, so I used
Me
to
too.
advertise on Gumtree, and that's where I got my first client. That was not family, so I just took it from there. And yes, it was challenging. The advertising, you have to advertise. Facebook is amazing. Marketplace is amazing, and yeah, so we just grew, tried different things, marketing, advertising, word of mouth, very good for advertising.
You know, I see a lot of things in marketplace, right? And people selling a lot of stuff, but how do you make yours stand out? Because I think that's the main thing. There are a lot of people selling anything and everything
Yes.
they can, and there are people who are very good at what they're doing, but they're not getting that kind of exposure. Would you is perhaps a trick to doing it on Facebook, particularly, that you found useful that other people could also benefit from?
Your images, like we used to, if you look at our posts from when we started to our posts now, there's a big difference. We all learn, post nice pictures in nice backgrounds or have plain backgrounds, nice, attractive. Your images need to be attractive. I mean, I'm going to look at something if it's attractive. If it's not attractive, I'll just scroll by because no,
Okay.
what is my end product going to look like? So attractive, make it attractive, basically.
I invite people to go onto the YouTube and Facebook pages to check out VOC's YouTube and Facebook page to see what we're talking about. It's displayed on the table. And this is just some of the things that J&J Gifting does. So you've mentioned you do gifting for various types of things. What are the things that people mostly approach you for, a personalized gifting that they mostly approach you for?
Mostly, okay, it was the candles was our main
Yes.
thing, because you can do it for any occasion. There's weddings, there's funerals, there's birthdays, there's confirmations, there's Eid, there's Christmas, there's all different occasions, and everyone uses candles, so
Especially now during load shedding.
exactly. Oh my gosh, don't even, now you get a gift, oh wait, it's load shedding, I'll light this candle.
Okay.
So but now with us doing the t-shirts, the mugs were hit, but there's such a lot of people doing mugs and stuff. It kind of took I wouldn't say a dip. People know we do it. So we always have orders. It's just that the candles are always on top.
Yes.
And then once we started with the t-shirts, it's just, and then we do hoodies and tracksuits and all that stuff, printing. So I think that is actually going to, surpass everyone wants, cool stuff and their own designs, and you
Correct.
name it, we print it.
Fantastic. The other thing that I find so interesting is that what you've done is you've grown from one medium to another. So you still do all the other things, but you've grown from one medium to another, which means your product line is constantly expanding, if I'm correct.
That's
Yes.
right. That is 100%.
And would you say that, with that as it's growing, you're discovering more things that you can do? And I think that's the one challenge that businesses have is, okay, I'm going to use a very mundane example. I have a Boerewors stand. I do Boerewors, and that's all I do, right? And people come to me for that. And perhaps in the area that I'm in, people want coffee or they want something else. And so I can offer different things to people and I can attract more business. And here what I've seen you've done is you're not just stuck with one thing, which you could have done. You've decided to expand. And I mean, all of your products look amazing. I once again invite people to come and check it out on the WhatsApp line. And please, we'll mention the number a little bit later on. But so tell us, if you look at sales these days, right? We spoke about social media. Where do you get most of your sales from? Do you get it from WhatsApps? Do you get it from people checking out on Facebook Marketplace? How do people reach you most?
Honestly, I would say word of mouth and Facebook. That is, word of mouth is always the best recommendations, because people have used our services. They tell their friends tell their friends, and so most of our sales would come from Facebook and word of mouth.
Fantastic. And when you are putting your products together in a sense, or when you are putting it out there on social media, you've mentioned that one of the things is that you want to get the best kind of pictures that you possibly want to put out there. Also in terms of labeling your products, because sometimes I think people put too many words on the post because they want people to buy and they get excited. And then some people put something on there that they think is important to them but not necessarily important to the client. So would you say that you focused very much on posting on Facebook in terms of getting that balance right so that people can see you?
100%. To add to that, I always say less is more. If you drive past, I'm going to make an example. You're driving past a billboard. Are you going to read a whole paragraph? It needs to be quick action. You look and you see, oh, candles here, or candles in a number. I take a picture quickly, not candles and, like a whole paragraph. People, you need to attract people. People's attention span these days, I'm sorry to say, we live in a world where everything's fast. So your attention to reading a whole paragraph versus reading a couple of words, people prefer to just like, okay, I know what it is. So keep it short, straight to the point, just simple keywords. When we do post, we always do the hashtag thing. I don't go write the whole story and then the post and then, no, it's just my hashtags, contact details, and this is what we have. Simple. Keep it straight and simple.
This show also serves kind of as a entrepreneurship coaching, session as well, because I think a lot of people out there have a desire to do something, but they're afraid. They're afraid to take that step because we get told, in our community is really negative.
Definitely.
You're gonna do this. Are people gonna buy? Are they gonna support you? And I think that scares a lot of people off. Going back to your experiences when you started, how did you stay motivated? Because you said at the beginning it was very slow, and you really have to believe in the product that you're putting out there.
No, 100%. First of all, don't listen to negative comments from anyone. People try to say, oh no, it's constructive criticism. Keep your constructive criticism to yourself. That is me. He will tell you, if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. So whether he's going to tell me, but that's not going to work, I'm going to try it, because you never know. You won't know unless you try. So you try different things. I mean, we did invitations. We used to do invitations as well. It didn't work for me. It just didn't work, and I stopped doing it. So this is where my passion is. So don't listen to what other people tell you. If you want to do something, do it, go for it, because you will never know unless you try.
Now, you see, you started 6 years ago. So your business found itself slap bang in the middle of COVID, right? 2020 and 2021 was a very hard time for businesses in South Africa, big businesses and small businesses. What was that period like for you, and how did you try to keep going in a time when everything was slowing down and even big businesses were scared about revenue losses?
Well, in 2020 when COVID started, it was a big change for everyone. That's when we decided to focus on our advertising, and the advertising actually made them a big difference, a major difference. As soon as we started with the advertising, and it's very important for lighting and everything on your advertising, because people get attracted to the pictures. And from there we just grew, and everyone started noticing our advertising, and everyone's obviously sitting at home. And working from home, so they had more time to browse and so on, and which gave them more time to actually get hold of us. And what we done was we got our license to deliver and so forth. We actually have a courier service as well, So when they do order, it gets delivered to their doorstep. So it actually worked hand in hand for everyone.
I like that because the challenge always is if you're staying far from your customer base, then it becomes attractive when you can bring it to the door. Today we have Takealot, we've got Amazon and all these other delivery services, and the purpose of that is to make sure you keep the customer because wherever you are, I'm going to get the product to
Yeah.
you, right? Because
That's
of
great.
convenience. I mean, the same way we buy food from these various delivery companies, because no matter if the company is like 2 kilometers away from me, I'm gonna get that thing delivered to me. So I like the fact that you have that, and that you've invested time in having a delivery service, so people know if I order this is gonna come to me, as opposed to because the chances of losing the sale is so great when you have the conversation, and sometimes people say, okay, do it so long, I'm going to come and bring it, I'll pay
Yeah.
for it, and then the thing lies there and they never pick it up.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I mean, at the end of the day, once you have a glass with someone else's name on it, you
There's
know,
nothing you can do.
exactly,
Becomes a
exactly.
sample.
So yes, this is my sample of James. This is the glass that. So definitely, I think it's so important for a person to reach your customers, and to be able to maintain them by offering them that service. Now, we've mentioned the range of your products. You do candles, you do cups or mugs, you do the printing that you do on hard surfaces. You do the t-shirts, as we mentioned, and you do the tracksuits and all of these things. Now, between all of these things, we've mentioned that the t-shirt thing is really starting to pick up now. How did that happen? Because I mean, transitioning from what you were doing, it does seem like a big jump to go into clothing.
That's his department.
Yeah, well, it actually started off when I was actually laid off, and then I decided, wait, I need to actually start something, and the business was a perfect opportunity. So I bought my equipment and everything, and I started working with it, advertising, pushing through for sales, and by word of mouth, everything started just flowing. And I always focus on quality. So I want the print to be good, I want it to last, and I also want the fabric to feel good on the people as well. I mean, I wouldn't sell something that I wouldn't wear.
Awesome.
So yeah.
And that's anyone who's tuning in on YouTube and Facebook can see what we're talking about. It says fishing addict because you're going into the market where you're producing clothes for people who like to fish, which is a growing industry. You like to fish yourself?
I do.
Okay.
Too much.
Okay, so the t-shirt applies to him as well. But anyway, so now let's talk about your social media, because and we're getting to the people here who've been asking questions about contact details. How can people go about getting hold of J&J? And when we say J&J, it's Jane and Jacques. That's where the name comes from. J&J Gifting. How can they get hold of you guys on social media, and WhatsApp and all of that? How can they make sure that they get a personalized product from you?
Okay, they can go to our Facebook page. It's J&J Gifting, trading as Pretty Things by Jen. Our contact number is 082-534-7330. That's my number. I normally deal with the clients. So contact me directly, inbox me on Facebook, and yeah, we can hook you up.
Webpage.
We've also got a website. We're currently still loading products, so it's quite raw. It's www.jandjgifting.co.za.
And I can promise you the gifts, because I see them close up, are extremely, extremely beautiful. I especially like the Eid Mubarak candle. I can imagine it's load shedding, and the husband takes out the candle to light, and the wife says, "Check it, nooit tyd."
My kiss.
My kiss. What they want in brandstick. So definitely, coming back to where you are now, where would you like to see yourself in the next 10 years? And I know this is a big question, but based on where you've been, based on how the business has grown, how would you like to see yourself grow in the future?
Well, we actually would like to see ourselves based everywhere. because we do have clients from overseas. We have delivered through to New Zealand, UK, Australia, quite a few countries, even the US as well.
Germany.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So it's quite a few countries. We would actually like to make more sales overseas as well. Based on all our products and things, it's very unique, especially the candles. They're very unique because they are imprinted in the candle. So they get sent all over the world. We would like to grow with that. Especially, I think Amazon starting soon as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So that also seems like a perfect opportunity to start something like that.
Yeah, and sorry,
Yeah.
to break your word, we would also like, with him saying that, we would like to one day have our own warehouse, because currently we're working from home. So we're working towards having our own showroom, having our own warehouse, and it can be done. Small steps, but it can be done.
I like that. Again, it's important for us also to look at getting a space where people can see us and can see the range of things that you do. And one of the things that I find so interesting about this business is that it's limited by your imagination.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's not simply about, okay, fine, well, this is how we do it and that's how we do it. It's limited by imagination. And the designs that I'm seeing here are things, like I said, that you could find in a high-end shop, except not personalized. And that's what they cannot offer. What the big shops cannot offer is personalization. They'll give you something generic, and here you find something personalized, something that touches you, and something that makes you feel special. And I really commend you guys. J&J Gifting, once again, that's the social media, and also the numbers for people to contact you on, because we want to satisfy the people who have asked us those questions. So once again, the details
our Facebook page, it's J&J Gifting, Trading Pretty Things by Jen.
Okay.
Contact number 082-534-7330. Our website is www.jnjgifting.co.za.
Okay, so it's www.jnjgifting.co.za. And then on the Facebook, it's J&J Gifting Trading as Pretty Things by Jen. And then the number to contact is 082-534-7330. That's 082-534-7330. And that's if you would like to get some personalized products from J&J Gifting. And of course, I have in studio with me Jenna Fredericks and Jacques Fredericks, co-owners of J&J Gifting. They're into all kinds of things. They'll print on anything you can give them, from a candle to a T-shirt to a glass. They can print on absolutely anything except your mother-in-law. Well, we've come to the end of our segment. I want to say thank you to you for joining us. I hope you all the success and that warehouse comes soon. I'm excited when people, make a success of things, and let's hope that the community continue to support. We see the interest is there. We see people, and we know that you have a passion. So let's combine the two between the community and yourselves, and let's just we hope to see big and better things soon. Jenna and Jacques, thank you so much for joining me. All the best, and have a fantastic evening, fella.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having us.
Thank you very, very much for having us. And to the listeners, thank you, and enjoy your evening further.
Fantastic. And to our viewers, as well as to our listeners, the viewers on Facebook and YouTube, you can check out the interview. And if you've just tuned in, of course, we'll keep the video, the live update, so you can go back and check it out again. And also to the listeners, if you haven't seen the products, go onto the Voice of the Cape official on YouTube, or the Voice of the Cape page on Facebook or YouTube, and you'll be able to check out all the gifts that's available for you. And it's been a pleasure having my guests in studio. We're going to take a break now for the Waqt of Maghrib, inshallah. When we come back, we will continue, and then it will be Danielle Matthews in conversation with Adnan Bazir. Tonight, they're speaking about foreign exchange trading and how forex traders make a profit in the market. Very, very interesting listening. That's coming up after the break. Inshallah, I'll be back with you between 8 and 9 with Palestine still an issue, with Shariat Wall still in. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Big shukran to Foley.
It's Ray Day savings at Pick n Pay with incredible low price deals like Speckle 2 kilogram, get 2 for 48 Rand when you swipe. And Pampers Active Baby Dry Nappies or Pants Value Pack, only 159 Rand each. Valid 8 to 14 June while stocks last. T&Cs apply. 7 days of incredible savings only at Pick n Pay. You're always a winner with My MTN Home Uncapped Deals. Work, play, study, and stream endlessly on SA's best network with the widest coverage. Get the plan that works for you from just $3.99 a month. You'll also get a Wi-Fi router free. Visit an MTN store near you today, because everyone needs a win. Plus, win your share of 200 million Rand in prizes every day for 100 days. To start winning, download the MTN app and go to My MTN Gifts now. T's and C's apply. MTN.
Spoil yourself to a 3-course meal at Rocco Mama's for only 129 Rand. For starters, choose between our 4 Rocco wings or 4 mouth-watering cheesy jalapeno bombs. For mains, we serve our signature smash burger topped with melted American cheese and shoestring fries. Finally, our showstopper, half Nutella and banana waffle